boy or the Via Park. Mekai. Aston Villa for the Arsenal for sure. If the Arsenal would like to return and make sure say they get that particular win, no, Emirates. Maybe 1 or 2 rotations may come. Maybe Patebi for Jorginho. Maybe Gabriel Jesus for Martinelli. Maybe Trossard for either Kai Havertz or Bukayo Saka. Maybe about 1 or 2 changes may come in the starting lineup for Arsenal. But I thought Zinchenko for Kiwior. A bit might happen in Arsenal team. But Mutala, I'll go for Arsenal with a game beer and by 3 goals to 1. I will not be surprised. At least 3 goals will come in that game. Inti, remember Arsenal a 3-1 win in that game against Aston Villa at the Emirates Stadium. Man City against Luton, the men say that job. Even though Luton for and say they have a way on the game, we know when you one go be the codenim. But I thought say it's a straight fight. City in that game will score at least almost 3 goals. Inti, remember City straight winning. And you can be a mad game say Pep would like to rotate the squad. Gone the air relatively a weaker fixture compared to the Arsenal fixture against Aston Villa. Indeed, Julian Alvarez, Kovacic, Rico Lewis, Jeremy Doku, Jack Grealish, but many opportunity to have a game will be indeed. Member City should straight win in that particular game. Game back come first a tough game. And the cost for the Vitality Stadium. Bournemouth against Man United. Bournemouth for I said Brentford for when they are playing at home, are very stubborn. And our own Antoine Semenyo, in the last by a month or 2, he's on fire for Bournemouth. Helping Solanke up front. So Bournemouth for Bohoma. Man U for careful. I don't see Man U picking that particular win. Maybe a 4-time draw or a slim win for Bournemouth. At home. They have a good team and they are playing some good football. So, Man U going to that game, no, should be careful at that particular feature. I don't see them picking a straight win there. Maybe a win or draw for Bournemouth will not be a bad result. My last pick in the Premier League is Liverpool against Crystal Palace. Liverpool should get a straight win in that particular game. Maybe I didn't know. So I 3 teams who have a drop a point to be ano. Who just league them other one. So when we game is tough. Reporter made and say Arnold Alisson Becker has started training. I don't know how I met my fully fit for this particular game. That is the news I made from Liverpool. Say those 2 players have started training. By the way, a rotated squad during the Europa League game, no. Salah, Mane, Diaz, Monia, they arrested some of them, no. Those players will be fully back against Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace try on and off. They score goals, but they concede more. That's like their game against Man City. Even after scoring 2 goals, no, I'm conceding 4. So it looks like in recent times, from we get some more ball, they concede a lot. Indeed, a match game against Liverpool, no, I see goals in that particular game. Crystal Palace may score by a straight win for Liverpool. And I just say anytime goals come back over Luis Diaz in that particular game. So, Mutala, that game and so Air Course or Alford, no. I'll go for Liverpool straight win in that particular game. Just quick one on the Spanish La Liga. Game back who a difficult game ever so this particular weekend. And Mallorca or host to Real Madrid. Mutala. It's a big game. Meaning it's one opportunity to monitor Mallorca for this particular season. They are playing some good football. Ball on Mobono and Warding. Even at home, but when I have Mallorca at home, almost struggling as no winner that 1-0 win or Munaye. And Oklahoma home will be a stubborn side. So Madrid should be careful about that game. I don't see them winning though. Mallorca may get a good result, maybe a draw against Real Madrid, but don't write Madrid off. Also, because of Omoniba put the return leg of Moba against Man City, when I cry, coach may force to rest some key players. It's Carlo Ancelotti. Players need to be cautious in that particular game. Oh, careful. No one Mallorca go. Mallorca is likely to score. It's a big game. But remember for Mallorca, double chance rather against Real Madrid. Sorry, Madrid supporters say me predict say Mallorca can get at least a draw in that particular game. ǨI़DİF welcome Barcelona. And I said that one, Barca could go there and pick a win because of the result of Munyaye during the midweek. And ǩI़DİF were on and off, but a game here, both teams to Misha, I will not be surprised in that game. The other big game there, Atletico Madrid are hosting Girona. After a 2-1 win against Dortmund, they are hosting Girona in the La Liga. A big game. Looking at how Girona are boy in recent time now. Into who come games are why are careful. But I first say Atletico Madrid for our one Metropolitano no. Among trauma Girona for the M show. And I think in recent times no matter take more from Sukakra. So a game here, back for double chance for Atletico Madrid over Girona in that particular game. Bilbao and Villarreal a big game. But trust the William brothers say at home they will score in that particular game. So remember almost double chance in that particular game. Just quick one on the Bundesliga and I'm in fancy. Team back one have Bayern Munich in recent times in the Bundesliga. Back with FC Cologne. I don't know how it happens. But anytime they miss Bayern Munich, they have a way of how imagine. This time around, no, I'm about Allianz Arena to face Bayern Munich. I don't know how Tuchel will approach this particular game. I bet the normal Bundesliga game are all bad. He considered a lot. And at this time, no, because of Stuttgart, and no Munyawo the same points for the second spot, no, maybe he would like to get the win. Then they back also the Champions League game of money Arsenal. So the attention will be divided. But a big game, Cologne and Bayern Munich, that game is difficult for me to predict. But over 2.5 is likely to happen. A goal for Cologne and Allianz Arena is likely to happen. So again, they're looking for goals in that particular game. Stuttgart, I'm tipping them to pick a win against Eintracht Frankfurt. Home. When I'm fast or course signal winner, a 1-0 win against Borussia Dortmund. I don't see Eintracht Frankfurt team will stop Stuttgart. Their worst will be a draw, and Stuttgart for because of what they are looking for in a top 4 race are in the Bundesliga. No, and again, remember Stuttgart a straight win. Omanya in that game will be a draw. The last pick, Mönchengladbach against Borussia Dortmund. Dortmund the same story as teams no Musi are in the Champions League. No, on Monday back what the 10. On game number 1 Tuesday against Atletico Madrid. So it makes this particular game. So a game here, the coach would like to rotate some of these squad, but because of teams are more fighting, the top 4 race no, Bayern Leipzig, Dortmund, Stuttgart, challenging Bayern Munich and Leverkusen for the top 4 race. Leverkusen they were team were qualified. He will be in the Champions League football next season. Stuttgart and Bayern Munich points not by now Leipzig, Dortmund, Chelsea for another 1 slot na Aka in the Bundesliga for Champions League football. So it might this game so open kakra. But I thought say Dortmund could go away and get at least a win or draw. Again, both teams are likely to score in that particular game in the Bundesliga. So Mutala, time into maybe a match to the first session.
Okay, Daniel, do me that say. Josiah, good morning.
Josiah, good morning. We have a call.
You.
And I is loser. And a Friday. More ninja. Mutala pay hey. I say Jonathan I tell him go check a crow or show. Yeah, sure so monitor. He's monitoring Mr. Tanga, Jody Johnny restaurant and a playing Chiakesia and Comano. And a paying some far Aquina Wilsonchia Mr. Prospantusu, the CEO of Epiphany Warriors. And yeah, Dean and the boy Dimami. Nana, I'll get a name. I'll get Yana or he need the old Bonwan Buniana in Sembabanti. I'll get a name. Mutala, what is happening to Klopp and Liverpool? Because now, as I know, it's sad. It's sad. Say, and Shana, George and Klopp, ne send off no.
there wouldn't be any parade for Liverpool, and he might end up leaving trophyless if he doesn't take care. And Shana, Klopp might end up moving from.
Now, so much trophy back with the data.
I mean, no, you don't parade with, you can say,
EFL.
The EFL Cup. So maybe per standards, no, and go be a watch Champions League na the idea then na. And I thought, say, when at least having 2 trophies in the bag would be a perfect send-off for Jurgen Klopp. But if they do not take it, they could move from a quadruple to ending with nothing at all, with the exception of the EFL Cup, which you rightly mentioned so much. I think, say, Liverpool exiting the Europa League, no, the blood is on Jurgen Klopp's hands. I won't blame anybody. I won't blame Obia. I'll blame Jurgen Klopp, because he underestimated what Atlanta can do. He underestimated it. And when the game started, I was in the car. I was going somewhere. I was like, this Atlanta team, on any day, they are like Leipzig or Germany. Or what I said, Girona or Spain. The games are you expect them to win, they wouldn't win. But the games you don't expect them to win, that's when they can cause an upset. So in that 1-0, I was thinking, so a normal. Then 2-0. Oh, 2-0 at least maybe Liverpool could get 1 goal back. And when they go to Italy, it will be a different story. Then after 90 minutes, it was 3-0. And me players on the chassis here and the players on the bench, I was questioning why Klopp will put these players on the bench. When you have Palace to play at home over the weekend, there was no need to bench all these players. Playing Joe Gomez at right back, 𝐒𝐏𝐻𝐒, no, there was no need for Klopp. I just don't understand why Klopp would because now Klopp, no one is pointing their finger at any other person with the exception of Klopp. Because you start a game and you have Robertson on the bench, you have Dominic Szoboszlai on the bench, you have Mo Salah, you have Luis Diaz, you have Diogo Jota on the bench, you also have Trent Alexander-Arnold on the bench, you have Conor Bradley on the bench. When you know, say you are I just do not know. But Klopp could have started with a strong 11 and also could have started with another strong 11 against Palace, because when you play on Sunday, you don't get to play again until Thursday. So you have 4 days to prepare for that game. And at this point, what is there to? Why are you resting the players? What is there to lose? What is there to lose? Because winning even the Carabao Cup and the Europa League would even be a good season for Liverpool. A perfect send-off for Klopp. Now you have a 3-goal deficit to overturn. 3 goals. That be now Obesha Atlanta without a reply. And whichever way they choose to set up when they travel to Bergamo to play Atlanta in the second leg would only favor Atlanta more. Because this is a team in some way they have space. Look at the way they approach the game. It was so easy for them on the day at Anfield. This is Anfield. Klopp just had the whole thing wrong. He had that. They said, my dream was say, Wakobo Atlanta. I will feel the 11 not went to me and share. And you lost woefully. When you are going to play against Palace, are you going to start those players again? Look how kind. There are 7 games remaining in the Premier League. Osha Europa now. So much people could do final. It means there are 5 games over there. So Liverpool have got just 12 games because they do not have any other tournament or mobile. 12 games from now to the end of May. Why are you resting these players? 12 games. Oh, we're in the middle of April. 12 games in over. fans say, in 45 days, about 12 games. So on an average, every 3 days, we are about 1 game. Why are you resting these players? For what reason? When you know, say, the Atlanta game is even much more difficult than the Crystal Palace game. Klopp really has cost Liverpool now. And at this point, if they don't take care, it looks like Carabao Cup now. There's still a chance for them in the league. But such defeats, no, sometimes no, help players, no, psychologically. We see teams fighting for the treble. Since the baby, you know, not on Jeshi. Because the moment you lose one tournament, it has an adverse impact on you or effect on you in the what? The other tournament. Why are you losing? Look at Bayer Leverkusen. I was looking at the Bayer Leverkusen team, and after that winner against West Ham, I thought that maybe they could go the entire season without losing a single game. But Bayer Leverkusen could end the season unbeaten in all competitions. The DFB Pokal, the Bundesliga, as well as the Europa League. They could end every tournament without losing. Because you don't take chances in one tournament. The moment you take a chance in one tournament, it will affect you in the other. And yesterday they were playing the West Ham team, a very, very solid West Ham team. But look at the team of the boy. They dominated the game from start to finish. But then Xabi Alonso wasn't taking chances. He wouldn't feel conceited, and we've been unbeaten throughout. So let me go and try this. This is not club style. This style win your club, dear. So I don't understand why club would take such a huge risk. And the whole thing backfired. Now look at the state of Liverpool. Says who the anybody more go Palaso. I don't agree so much. Begamwa, they should go and play a weak side over there. I don't agree. 3-0, yes, it's a huge scoreline. But why don't you go and just throw everything at Atlanta? Because even if in the first half you have 1 goal, not a sign of this Liverpool and Barcelona. At least 1 goal in the first half, manage your second half. It's still a trophy you have to win because the Premier League hasn't been assured. And no assurances in you, sir. And even with the Premier League, if all the remaining teams should win all their games, say Arsenal win your games, that means Arsenal will even be crowned champions. So realistically, there is even a bigger chance winning the Europa than the Premier League. And you just bottle it like that. You bottle it. I thought Klopp was a coach who dealt with like simplicity. He was a simple coach. Mamimbo Misala, let me avoid any surprises. So play your Salah, play your Diaz, play who you have to play. Conor Bradley is there. Why play Joe Gomez? Robertson is on the bench. Why play Tsimikas? Klopp has really failed Liverpool. Mutala. You did the Haaland story. This is not the first time we are talking about this Haaland story. And I'm making the better say or what say Division 2 player. Yeah. Yes, or what say League 2 player. And today Jamie Carragher is also saying, and you see, Jamie Carragher is not far from right, Mutala. But I have an issue with what Jamie Carragher is saying. When someone makes a statement, at least you have to put it into context. Maybe a Ofi Eba. You can't tell me, say, Dominic Szoboszlai is a world-class player. Alexis McAllister is a world-class player. But Erling Haaland is not a world-class player. You can't call Luis Diaz and what Luis Diaz podium Ben Wafoda. And what podium Ben Wafo. And I feel say Jamie Carragher was a bit sentimental. To call a chunk of the Liverpool players world-class and label Erling Haaland as a non-world-class player. And no meaning yarding. But then if you tell me say Erling Haaland will have to add something to his game, to be considered one of the best, it will make sense to me. Because you are not far from right if you say he plays like a League 2 player. We saw Harry Kane when Harry Kane played against Arsenal at Emirates. That is what you want from your striker. It's not just about the goals, but the impact you make. And just 2 days ago, or 3 days ago, I was telling you, we don't have those players who can carry teams on their shoulders and impact games. Gradually, we are moving away from there. When one player, one Champions League night, a share hat trick. They do everything on their own. They carry the team. We are not seeing it anymore. So today, if you ask me to choose the best number 9 in the game, I'll tell you it's Harry Kane by far. By a mile, it's Harry Kane. And then Haaland would have to add something. It's becoming so glaring. Say all he's about is the goals. He doesn't even impact games. But then don't come and call Luis Diaz a world-class player. Don't call Szoboszlai and McAllister world-class players. Well, you can't tell me Haaland is not a world-class player. Haaland, yes, Odinisu a world-class striker. And he's a good striker. But then an average player. But then you see how the narrative is shifting. Because numbers now, Haaland man last season, Ronaldo the man, our numbers 7 years ago, he would have won the Ballon d'Or. But now they are shifting the narrative from just scoring to being what? A general what? A good player. Errors do change. And answer, Oshe sister goes a Ballon d'Or, you are sure the Ballon d'Or. Even the pundits are getting bored. Haaland has proven to be more clinical than Thierry Henry per his numbers in the Premier League. But why will he say Untimi for Haaland and to Thierry Henry? Because Thierry Henry wasn't just about the goals, the magic touch, the dribbling, the finesse, or the Nyamabi Kani game. You can't tell me that Henry is only about the goals because he was scoring spectacular goals. And then Haaland boss tapping, fox in the box, doing a shot back no attack, but the banana bunny baby no rap on him. No. Because everyone is getting fed up, everyone is getting tired of those kind of goals. That's why I'm saying that Tuchel has cost Harry Kane a Ballon d'Or. Because if Tuchel had really masterminded this way, what will lead you to a Bundesliga title? Like by now, we're talking about Harry Kane winning the Ballon d'Or. And Kane's goals are just going waste. He scored the most goals in Europe this season. But the goals in Nako saying. Harry Kane goes in Nako saying. So Kaga shouldn't come and tell us because he's a Liverpool fan or he's a Liverpool legend. But me can't say Luis Diaz is a world-class player. What has Luis Diaz achieved? Unless it's McAllister is not a world-class player. For crying out loud. Szoboszlai is not there yet. The only world-class player in Liverpool now are about 3. You mentioned Salah, you mentioned Van Dijk, who has been consistent for them. You mentioned Trent. Yes, world-class players. Now Szoboszlai, Moni McAllister, Modameng. What have they achieved? This is the time Haaland needs to change. And you see, when we talk, sometimes when we talk about coaches impacting players, you talk about Pep Guardiola. If Pep Guardiola is a total football coach, now who will be to say Haaland? You can't add something to Haaland's game. So those who say Pep development, what has he changed about Erling Haaland? Aside say what has he changed about Jeremy Doku? Those are the questions we should be asking. But Haaland, what is saying? When Kane came, we saw Kane. He was a raw player. Pochettino made Kane. But now, but you train the ball. Jeremy Doku is still that raw player. The ability to know one and one. No. That's one sad thing about coaches who operate with systems. So you can't tell me that these Liverpool players are better. No, they be. Haaland has proven. But then Haaland on the Ballon d'Or scale will need to work extremely harder. Or also unfair Jumadi being count for the world to recognize. They say no, that comment alone would deny Haaland a Ballon d'Or. Won't mean Ballon d'Or. Because already there are people making a case for Foden to win the Premier League Player of the Year already. So it means that Haaland, you're relegating him for Haaland to even win the Premier League Player of the Year anyhow. Because everyone is crying for Phil Foden to win it. So if you can't win the Premier League Player of the Year, how can you win the Ballon d'Or? It means that the football now, we've moved to the era where Cristiano Ronaldo will score 66 goals and he knows the Ballon d'Or already. We are moving to a point where you need to impact. And Tosun, you can't call Luis Diaz a world-class player. What has he achieved? What's his best season as a player? Then why? Then you tell me that Luis Diaz is a world-class player. Szoboszlai, then why you for you to call Szoboszlai a world-class player? What is Atlanta? You are calling these players world-class? They are not world-class players, Mutala. The last time we spoke about KDB's time at City coming to an end gradually, and someone tested and said no, he was only ill and what. No. See, every coach wants a reliable player. Let's not forget. Coaches want reliable players, especially the staff, their home team. They want them to be reliable, so at any point they can count on them. You know, KDB is 30 now. He's like 30 or 31. Winning. And KDB is not giving City what he used to give them 3-4 years ago. Whichever we choose to look at it. It's like Partey and the Arteta issue. The quality is undeniable. Original partners who say Bono, say no be Bono. They add so much quality. But then the reliability, are they reliable? That's the question. So I won't be surprised if someone like Jamal Musiala will be linked to Manchester City. And there's also a school of thought say, and sure, most of these players could even leave if Pep Guardiola should leave, because we don't know what the aftermath of that FFP breach is not near the back. But if Manchester City are searching for a perfect Kevin De Bruyne replacement, Mutala, they should go to Bayer Leverkusen. They shouldn't go to Bayern Munich. The perfect Kevin De Bruyne replacement is in Bayer Leverkusen. Compare the chances of City buying a player, a Bayern Munich player, and a Bayer Leverkusen player. Which one is even more difficult? It will be so difficult for City to enter Bayern Munich and say a top Bayern Munich player. It's going to be so very, very difficult. But City can walk to Bayer Leverkusen and say we want a Bayer Leverkusen player. Jamal Musiala is a good player. I even see him more of a winger than a number 10. But if you are looking for a perfect KDB replacement, it's Florian Wirtz. That is the player City should be looking at. Only 20 years. And currently is one of the best number 10s we have in the game. That is the player City should be looking at. Because one, it will be very, very easy to lure Florian Wirtz from Bayer Leverkusen to Manchester City. And secondly, he's a better number 10 than Jamal Musiala. Context. I'm not saying he's a better player, but I'm saying he's a better number 10 in that position. He scores more. And he's a better playmaker. So if you want someone to replace KDB, I'll be looking at Florian Wirtz. Because it will be easy for me to go to Bayer Leverkusen and even negotiate with them. Transacting business with Leverkusen will be very, very easy than Samako Bayern Munich, because Bayern Munich would never allow their player to go unless maybe they don't want the player anymore. And that's a fact. Recently, they've come out to say Jamal Musiala is the next face of Bayern Munich. And in the next 2-3 years, he could even be the face of the Bundesliga. But a team like Bayer Leverkusen wouldn't turn away 120 million pounds or 120 million euros. They won't say no. They won't say no. So for me, the perfect KDB replacement, I don't think it's Jamal Musiala. They should go for Florent Wirtz. He has proven to be a better number 10. But finally, you made a case. We hear a story where you say, Arsenal, no, be someone here new striker. Oh,
yeah.
Who made that statement?
Debate. You're right. When I can say they may not need a new striker because of Havertz.
Because of Havertz.
Yeah.
Now let's go. It's saying.
Obviously, it fits in so well.
What was that? You see, football, trends, errors. But that's the beauty of the game. You remember when City were scoring over 120 goals in the league season, and they felt a striker would be important. I also remember when Liverpool had Mane, they had Firmino, they had Mo Salah, and all these players will score at least 15 goals in the season, at least, because we know that Salah will score the most. And Liverpool also felt buying a striker won't be important. This is not Premier League, Arsenal, and I said the most goals in the Premier League. They've scored 75 goals in the Premier League, with Kai Havertz and Gabriel Jesus leading the line for them. They've also considered the fewest number of goals, 24. In terms of goal difference, that is a healthy one. But the point is, can you rely on that same set of players to lead your attack year in, year out, or season in, season out? Don't forget that in football, what works this season doesn't work next season. I always say, imagine Arsenal team with how they are performing had a Hurricane as their striker. Compare that to if they have someone like Kai Havertz and see the difference. Yes, they are scoring. They are playing well. Without a recognizable number 9, or they've scored the most goals. Even the teams with the teams with season ends. Three other leagues, no. PSG, they've run away with the league. Italy, Inter Milan, actually AC Milan almost 16 points. France, PSG are still dominating the league over there. But come to the Premier League and see that the Premier League never show difference, no. So at this point, there's no need. Even La Liga, Madrid, with 8 games to go, they are 8 points ahead of Barca. You can't say same about the Premier League. So from now to the end of the season, it's always going to be the Premier League, if you like it or not. That is the beauty of the Premier League. So I don't think I'll talk about the other leagues, because already we know which team is going to be crowned champion. What are the weekend games? Liverpool against Palace. You'll be surprised the kind of heat Liverpool they bought Palace game way. In the first half they could score not less than 3. I'm telling you. Atlanta and nobody come up Palace game way. But you see, I don't know even when Klopp started rotating. Like, Klopp is not the rotation coach. Menka's on rotating, but mass rotation is saying one. And I'm sure Trent could start, Alisson could start, because now he will start to think, say, well, sure you're not slipping up in just one game. But any team that slips up in this title race, should count themselves out. Because the worst for any of these teams challenging to win the league is a draw. In the next 7 games, one draw should be your worst performance. One draw. Maybe I drew game now slip it. The league is out of your reach. Unfortunately for all these teams, after playing away from home last game week, no, say someone don't move home game. City has got the easiest game as compared to the other 2 rivals. No, Liverpool, relatively kakra, but then Arsenal, they have the biggest game to play against Villa. I wouldn't be surprised if they all win. It's possible. Match up now. It's possible they all can win this weekend. And I'm not sure that this is the time. These coaches will be doing match time. Oh, Mami, you win. I'm in for Wimbo. Mami, Mago, Joe Gomez, when I have 2 right backs. No. See, keep it simple. Keep it simple. It's so simple. Keep it simple. Don't try to end up in our bed and now drinking. Some Pep Guardiola move in a trim. Onuka we drinking. Keep it simple. Because I'm surprised at Liverpool when City and Arsenal will be playing Tuesday, Wednesday. Wow, about Thursday also come players. For what? I feel Arsenal Villa is difficult, but Arsenal have got the upper hand. They are playing at home. City looked in the air. I don't know, but I feel say baptism pan the basic so that's City looting game no. And at this point, I've always said it. Say the coaches wait Ferguson time now. First 10 minutes we need a goal. It's no first 10 minutes no. Overshen possession you be 95-5. Because we won't give you any chance for you to come and score from a corner. Then you make our work even more difficult for us. No. So the first 10 minutes we make sure we play the ball in your half. The first 10 minutes is football in your half. Force you to make the mistakes. Let's score. Then at least that will calm our nerves a bit. I foresee all these teams winning. Liverpool winning, City winning. But then, at this point, Mutala, keep it simple. It's a simple message. Keep it simple. Mutala, you be the one crying. As of Europa League, as I say, just keep it simple. Mutala, I'm done.
Okay, Josiah Okokwe now to the career that's a WhatsApp messages I mean no fro. Where he say hi Mutala, this is Uncle Dan Tema. My beloved Spurs is winning Newcastle tomorrow in the early kickoff. Come on, Spurs, the only Spurs fan in Tema. This one also says, Sports Park gentlemen, Josiah, how is your Kane 40 goals going so far? Luis Diaz is a world-class player who can break into any team, even my Madrid. I wish to see him there in spite of all that is happening. McAllister is a world-class player. Even Dominic Szoboszlai too. World-class is not necessarily determined by what podium you climb, unless you want to tell me there aren't any world-class players in teams that have not won anything or being crowned winners by virtue of the team not winning trophies. Okay. We say good morning, Mutala. It's a commission listening to you live from Israel, Lomnava. Let Josiah know that Pep is going to bench almost half of the starting 11 in the Luton game because of the UCL game. Sami Kazola GH from Spentex Costa. Also, Mutala has City really thought of Rodri replacement, and have they noticed that without Rodri they find it difficult to win? Thank you, Sami Kazola. And anyway, bye. We say thank God it's Friday. And this one also says, I was so pleased that Liverpool lost. They thought they would get another English referee to cheat Atlanta for them like they did to Manchester United. Fire burn them, Seto, inside Teshi, Anoma, and two. Whereas you see, Josiah sometimes gets ahead of himself. He's saying Diaz is not world-class player because he hasn't achieved what has Trent also achieved, that he's calling him world-class. And somebody who has also won the World Cup in McAllister is not world-class. Josiah, Tia Break in Tekre from Hachu.
Enjoy world class.
What's that?
Yes, Argentina players no be world class. So no match World Cup. So no world class.
So it doesn't work that way.
More busy word no. Hey, no world class then. Hey.
Yes, you'll be watching World Cup now. So
and I'm what world. Yes, Argentina players in world class. Hey, what we know we are world class players. What you permit any you be able to permit the Saka world class player? Oh, then I'm okay.
Eid Mubarak to the Max team. I agree, Klopp thought wrong yesterday. He had a better chance of winning Europa than the EPL. He should focus there more. But honestly, Liverpool have been struggling for the past 6 games. Godwin from Pram Pram. Them sleep Benjiru. Also good analysis by Nanedu and Josiah. Whereas you see, De Bruyne is irreplaceable for City, period. Can Wits provide more than 20 assists in the season? I disagree with Josiah on Erling Haaland. Pep has assigned him to always be in between the opposition's 2 centre halves to pull them out of position to create space for players like Foden and Bernardo to score. You are right if you say he's adding nothing to the game, but we shouldn't forget that he has been assigned a role. With Pep, if you don't stick to the plan, you have problems with him. Emmanuel Tete from Pram Pram. Good morning, Max Sports. Please tell Josiah that is Jackson a good striker as compared to Haaland. Tell me how many strikers know how to play football. Strikers' role is to score goals, not to play. So you should stop talking about Hurricane. Hurricane is bad luck to every team. Chris from Oyarifa. Mutala, please, I don't know if I am the one mistaken. I didn't hear from you yesterday or what happened to my team Barcelona. Or said my team Barcelona won, and I want to hear something from our loved ones. Joe and Nanedu, how did you people see Barca game? Barca will surely qualify to the semi-finals all the way. Disappointing results from Liverpool. Sure, they would bounce back strongly this weekend. Mampi Portable from Dewu Ekuapem. You guys, yeah.
The only thing I need to mark about Barcelona when it's likely Barcelona and Man City will be in the final 1st June on Wembley.
Good morning, guys. You guys are superb in sports analysis. Josiah all the way. He made it right again before Barcelona match with Paris. But please, I am a Barca fan. I don't think the miracle Liverpool did over Barca is happening again. Good job to all of you. I'm Kenza from Ebri. Shout out to Quarta, pure Madrid fan. We used to say, my name is Godfrey Duncan from Ashama. Please, Jamie Carragher talks as if he was a world-class player in his time. He was a Bonkele player. Even Vincent Atinga is even better than him. For me, Erling Haaland is a world-class player, and Liverpool can't overturn anything because Atalanta are not Barcelona. I think Liverpool are out of the Europa League, so they should focus on the league. In fact, this Leverkusen team is unstoppable, and what they are doing is exceptional, and I'm happy for them. Genu from Odoko. Max Moore's team, Liverpool lose yesterday. I don't know what you mean. Well, see, I'm really enjoying the show live in Ardenta. You guys are doing a great job. Keep it up. Barcelona would beat Cadiz this weekend. Promise, Ahaji. No, anyway, bye. This one says, please, I ask it, in as much as we pronounce names in Ghana based on the spelling, I would humbly urge your pundit to try and get some of the pronouncement right. There's a particular pundit of yours who does a lot, and it does not get itchy to some of us listening to Luton, Bournemouth. I don't mean the Oka. No hard feelings. Asante UK. Okay. I'll see Luton and Luton, and a Bournemouth is Bournemouth, not Bournemouth. Okay. Well, say don't mind those who claim Polo was better than Messi and some current top players. Polo and Razak played in the same era in Africa, and Polo never won Africa Best Player, while Razak did. Footballers were going to Europe from Ghana during Polo's time, and he never had any offers from Europe. The world was not in primitive era during Polo's playing days. He played in early 90s. Kwabena Yeboah was over-exaggerate Polo's ability. Kofi from Kasua. The scenario you mentioned about Liverpool overturning Barcelona's scoreline doesn't really fit in this equation. As for this one, Atalanta whipped them in their own backyard. Going to Italy to overturn the score will be difficult hurdle to cross. They will not qualify. This is Desmond from Hertford International School, Bechili. Good morning, Mutala, and your intellectual pundits. For Liverpool to lose 3-0 at home to Atalanta is a bit disappointing. But trust me, Mutala, my darling club, Liverpool would go to Italy to turn the table upside down. Jupiter DeGenera from Sprintex. Hi, good morning. I didn't agree with Haaland issue. Erling Haaland is far better than Darwin Nunes. And after watching PSG versus Barcelona match, I knew Yamal isn't 2% closer to Leo Messi's shoe level from Malam. You and the crew are doing marvelous work for the whole nation. I doubt if Liverpool can overturn the results this week. They better concentrate on the Premier League. I also believe that Erling Haaland is not world-class player yet. He should work harder to succeed. Monsieur Kumi from Chibi, and now at the Ridge. Olotu from Ardenta. Also, from the look of things, it is most likely Liverpool would win only the Carabao Cup. Club made a huge clanger with his selection yesterday, which could go a long way to affect their season. The reason many of you say Kevin De Bruyne is better than Bruno Fernandes is because the former does only his job, while Bruno Fernandes does more than his job. I haven't heard anyone say De Bruyne is useless when he doesn't create chances, but I've heard many people say that about Fernandes. My name is Ishmael from Sakumono. GM guys, Ifi Fatema Karaga to some extent has a point on Haaland. He's almost nothing without the presence of KDB. Arsenal need a striker, and well done to Atlanta for the shocker. As for Kotoko Nehas, they should continue. Good show, guys. Kofi Ajima Blackman, 108 from Pig Farm. As for Club and Liverpool, it is over for them. They will win but can't qualify. Good day to all Arsenal fans across the globe. Benjamin inside Castleland. Regular listener but first time texting. I don't think Liverpool can go through. They might even lose the second leg. I am cool, Cancelo. Inside Ashama, Washington. Ignorance is when you don't watch Atalanta in the Italian league, but you conclude Liverpool will do a comeback away from home. Barcelona will win the UCL with Virgins, and it will be a record no team would break. Liverpool will qualify ahead of Atlanta, and about Haaland, he's not a world-class player, and he can't break CR and Messi's record if he doesn't change his style of play. I am Issa Kadialo from Ashalaja. This is a small job for us because we've done it before. Check out from, or check it out from 𝐒𝐏𝐻𝐒 Belgro Crystal Presby Park. It's a small job for Liverpool. I don't trust Barca against PSG. My name is Black Bob. Website. Okay. We also say, hey, too much self-confidence at Anfield, and now what really happened against a struggling side Atlanta? The hope for the treble now Pesoka is running down. Fireman inside Carbell Industrial Area. This one also reads that we've done this before, and it's not something new to us. Atalanta came back to Anfield to beat us 2-0 in the return leg. We went to their home and hammered them 5. Mark it somewhere. We are going to beat them woto. 𝐒𝐏𝐻𝐒 from Belgro. You people are doing a wonderful job, but at times you should try and talk about the tactical aspects of the game for us and see what transpired in that. Intercare from Hacho. Liverpool can turn. But Liverpool is really wasteful in front of goal. They rush in front of goal. They can try this comeback, but only when Alisson is back. Kojo Roxon from Medina. We also say I am Nana Marco from Ashama Newtown at Dito Aluminium Enterprise. World-class players in Liverpool are Salah, Arnold, Van Dijk, and Alisson Becker. The only player in the EPL who can replace Kevin De Bruyne is Cole Palmer. And I'm going to see now you try your bar. Na ye de fin se mabro kumasa sante kotoko enyema enkoyi enfa momo.
Saturday and every Saturday on Max 89.7 FM. Connect with your school. Which school has produced the brightest mind? What is your school renowned for? Find out as high schools and colleges go head to head, vying for bragging rights and glory. Don't miss this chance to witness history in the making. Join us for an unforgettable morning of spirited debate and fierce competition.
Has produced all the best dignitaries in this country. We talk about Pakwesi Indum, Toto Bikwachi, and all the Ahoy brothers went to St. Augustine's College.
Master, stop your bin.
Central region.
If we say for Obako School, they say for Kumasi High School.
Have you
heard of Agri Memorial?
Oh,
that's the best school. Very, very best school.
The Kumasi Diaka school, sir. I have 2 schools, and you Prempeh Upugua.
Kofo went to which school?
He went to Prempeh. Prempeh is the college.
And I don't know we are Prempeh College, obey president, no. One can say for schools, Nilanto, colleges, no can say for Monto High School. High school, they college, you pay.
No, college, invest you. College, you go America, college, invest you.
And the end of Kofo say, young school in high school.
College, you know who's a more.
High school right now. The Minister of Education is from high school.
Hey,
high school is building a stadium.
I must produce all the athletes in this country. Antimaters have produced over 3 presidents. Kofi Annan went to Infantry.
What came out of Adi school?
Tell me. Now more from Adi school. Canada just one from Adi school. The best comes from the Central region.
The schools are no one Central region. More moving science and math schools, no. And then produce. And then project balance equipment. Ben produce Ukroma. What you are job in the National Maths and Science schools? You are winning the day. Quantagra Muntimin produce.
School Connect. Link up with your former mates and be part of your school once again. Schools Connect. Be part of the competition.
The Max Predictor. Come every Saturday from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Your sports run-up comes with all your predictions.
Barcelona, Shakhtar, home win for Barcelona. Celtic, Atletico Madrid, over 1.5.
The Max Predictor. Monday to Friday. Review for all your exclusive interviews, reactions, and preview all weekend matches.
Copenhagen opened up and it's 1-0. Well, it might come through. Here to Torreira.
With all your predictions available. Sports Run-Up. Stay tuned. The Max Predictor. Embrace the all-new iMax 32 Android television with advanced modern tech.
from the central region.
The school said no one central region. More winning science and math quiz no. And then produce. And then project partners equipment ben ma produce Ukroma. What you are job in the national math and science quiz you are winning at the end there. Quantakra munti produce bi. Munya de bekano.
School Connect. Link up with your former mates and be part of your school once again. Schools Connect. Be part of the competition.
Say try we are saba be my higher marks 89.7 FM. Sabre yember fie share and also echo so fie. We shall see from Morocco. The Ghana futsal team able the futsal Africa Cup of Nations. And run on bomb first game was against Zambia. Ghana lost by 5-2. Second game no. Against host nation Morocco. In the Ghana Premier League, things are turning sour for Asante Kotoko. Afibi sign on Equity Kotoko. Kotoko bre papa. The Ghana Premier League name.
This is our own, let's cherish our own. Ghana Premier League is back again. I say this is our own, let's cherish our own. Division 1 League is back again. This is our own, let's cherish our own. Ghana Premier League is back again. This is our own, let's cherish our own. Women's Premier League is back again. I don't see a day what dog can want. And DJ can want. The duration more. Say a day what dog can want. And DJ can want.
Yeah, your dog can want. The DJ can want. A bed and Rakuma says and take protocol. And a proper chick a year the 25 no. Or movie Edemai and I now the Kotoko fans were hopeful say and Radia a Beko ye Eddie Amomo. But unfortunately, they lost by 2-1 against in Swatamana. Umar Manaf and they shared the first goal. The man Swatamana in the 23rd minute. Ado and so be taken in the 42nd minute. Edema Womosasana Abdul Rahman and so I shared the winning goal. Edema and Swatamana within Kunim by 2-1 against Asante Kotoko. Not to say Kotoko. This year dear Omotaria now why be pion baby and Koso from Momo. After the game, Kotoko head coach David Okulu Ekasai.
My questions are almost becoming routine, but I can't help it. Again, I ask, what didn't work right for your side today?
Nana, I think after the score, we came back, we played very well, we equalized, but during the dying embers, they lost concentration. And in football, you lose concentration and your opponent will punish you. And that's exactly what happened.
But from how you guys showed up, how your boys, participated throughout the game, it was obvious that Nswacheman wanted the points more than Asante Kotoko.
You are right. Nswacheman played very well. I'm not taking anything away from them. They played very well. And congratulations to them.
If I may ask, Is the technical team under pressure with these inconsistent performances these days?
It's a work in progress, so there's no pressure on us. We just go back and work hard and try to turn things around.
The fans are growing impatient. They're becoming increasingly worried that the Premier League title is going out of their grips. How do you intend to bring this team back on winning ways?
It's unfortunate, and I feel their pain, but they should bear with us. This is football. Sometimes it happens. They should just bear with us and keep supporting us. We will definitely turn things around.
On my way to coming to conduct this interview, I had some fans talking, and they have divided opinions. Some say the technical team are not up to task. They should be blamed for the recent performances. Some equally think the players are simply not responding well. What do you think?
When things are not going well, who do they blame? It's always the technical team and the head. So we take it in good faith, but we are still working. We will turn things around.
You had to do against Confederations Cup semi-finalists on Sunday. What should the fans expect from this struggling Kotoko team?
Yeah, we will go there and work hard and try to get a decent result back.
Have you lost the league title?
We have 9 matches more to go, so we keep going.
Better luck next time.
Thank you, Nana.
We assistant coach for Asante Kotoko, David Oklu. Maxwell Kuredu, former Asante Kotoko manager. Wono esan ko back e ko share e Kotoko ode Legon City sa yebida. Ene wasan yebiem yenti ono so.
Hi Maxwell, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
How would you describe the performance of your team?
Yeah, I think initially I told your viewers that we didn't come to defend. I said we play all attacking football, and that is the result we had. I mean, at a point, Kotoko came in very strong, and we defended very well. And I think that I have to congratulate my boys. They did well. They did so well. At the time, the team was trying to defend. They didn't relax, even though we considered the equalizer. We kept our shape and made sure that we handled the ball and circulated the ball very well. And it paid off. So I'm proud of the boys today.
Like you said, you were offensive-minded throughout the entire game. There was no moment when you sat back. What informed the decision to bring out Neymar, bring in Bote, take out Apetogbo, bring in Maida?
Yeah, first time was, they heckled him a lot, so we had to protect him. He's still 16 years, and we have to protect him. And taking off Neymar, we wanted to solidify the midfield, at least, so that we could play the second ball. We saw that from Danladi, they will use Blay and they go direct. So we needed guys to pick the second ball and circulate the ball around. So I think tactically, we were okay, and it really helped us a lot. Having said that, I must say that Kotoko plays some wonderful football, but then today wasn't their day. I think that we created more scoring opportunities than them. But that is not to say they didn't play well. They did so well, and we have to give credit to our boys. Today we were a bit better.
And about Abdul Rahman's goal, you kept him in the game when at a point in time it looked like he was getting frustrated, but you kept him, he kept his faith, and he got you the winning goal.
Yeah, we were frustrated as well, especially he had the first chance and mistake, and we were not happy. But then a striker of his caliber, you know that you need to keep him up there. His pressing, his coordination with the offensive midfielders wasn't bad. That is why we still kept him in there. Other than that, the last minute we wanted to make a tactical change, bringing him out and substituting him with a midfielder, so that we will shift Dio to go and act as the false 9. But then time was already spent, so there was no need for the change anymore.
You won at Chelsea, you won at Bechem, you won at BBN in away games, you've won in Kumasi.
Yeah.
You go back home to play against Olympics in a home game. You can't afford to drop points at home.
Yeah, it's becoming difficult at home. Teams come there and they keep their shape very well. But like I said, we don't play defensively, we play all attacking football. and let's see what happens. When they're able to defend well, we'll see how to unlock their defense. But we struggle at home, you are right.
Abdul Rahman, and one also, where Coach Maxwell Kuredu. Abdul Rahman, NJ, the most valuable player in the game, Yentieno.
Mohamed, first of all, congratulations. Some of us Kotoko. Amu banamu some bit mashe Kotoko.
First of all, me da sedabema Yankupon Allah. And abaka salat to everyone, Muslims around the globe. Yeah, bani make us say motivated now. Yeah,
and I'm fear any Chelsea ebo draw Kotoko Suzuna 5 matches on winning mentality ben amo the bad game number per draw and now they say the coach can you are coming all out.
Yeah, make us say Maso Kunadu at times I lose 3 matches between us. And I will share so any Kasai and I respect Emma Kotoko when Emma watch you. Internal Maso say now say I think like Kotoko a patient and edible. Who patient now the all out to Sweden. That teach you.
Let me come to your individual performance. Now we say we are very calm, we are composed, born about unye gidi who defender no team na boss no watch striker. Make sure this our performance when I'm watching best player. How did you show up like this?
Oh, make us say game no Ghana league so make us say me enche ba check akra. Yeah, me say any so come more of the players and no. Yeah, who be answer ni no gidi sa.
Is it then more too many league, you know, more target me saying.
Oh, any day as I answer with the coaching the meeting man say you be say yenda position here as we top 4 the yentim room.
Now personally then how do you see when you so?
Oh, personally the she say be national teams in the many collapse in the outside suba. Yeah, I could pick a crowd.
Congratulations.
That's it. Okay.
It's way yeah, Abdul Rahman, one of the most valuable player in that game at Kotoko boy, Yeah, above room our match day 26. But before that, Kumasi Asante Kotoko supporters any na omoni enye no ode yentie kakra niemra.
Yaba na ba. Sesi ano coach no ya dono. Coach no because what is ya dono. Nemo esi ade enough is enough. Right now, Ogun is the best coach has ever had. The time was wrong. That's what Coach Ogun was here. And you know, that's what I'm about. All the fresh lawyer, Coach in Nadia. That's what I'm not going to do. First one. Giant plan so yeah, the over the kind of no nebumbo. That was team now good. It's a problem to worry. I just say but I'm what about Ogun for the Diana? What came? Oh, now what you got? What is that? What sound? Why not here? Was a baby of your post son of Panania. Sima last year, I did 4th. Can I eat more? What could you make in Bassa? Who was the BBC player? So, what I give you the room. Cinema. When you put you, what will be done? Who just yet? I'm watching your son.
Enti Asante Kotoko supporters and out your Mukano. Yakwa man so na ye ne Andy Pomaye and Twetwe Nkomo fi say hey the to Kotoko no ano adene Andy
Mutala
ona wo kuma se den to Kotoko ade Kotoko ma ye bibia no nipa na ka asema to wo so ala
Mutala ko se video as I am Mr. Saja Mara. I say, you be Sakwacho. I strategy kakra. As my become you. Even years and job on the corner, a boy agony and theater because it seems like Kotoko better. First one, yeah, the baby, yeah. How an Kotoko also down not all winning matches. Even Oko goes out to make a channel, I will take up with you. And no be any mistake, Kotoko. second one need a fire that all of a sudden Niama and Koy and a poor Biagan so yeah, where the problem is. Any drama and Rabakaya after the game, the supporters will be bringing. We share some of the car. Why did we order my farmer because it's a moment where's the so and I know where's the said by radio so and on rather Kotoko supporters not after Oma Bra from it's a crowd. Omuni say eye coach Sportsmanite Ogun eye onko because Oma ye bia enkoye enti omuni say coach Sportsmanite kwa ebe buama niema sesa ebi onjo Kotoko eye supporter police or supporter bia Kotoko be ko bi odi akire Kotoko bo hono Kotoko kwa wi ho Kotoko sama bro mi ni nyina sia o sama bro na ye sia wo na religu be Kotoko be ko bi o hono be enu a o se be ma pa o su me ko na me re kwa awa ma because o se ha wa Kotoko tim ni ko na wa dwe wa wanti ase yes and you for the campo ya dwe wa yanti ase because you need the reason why Kotoko performance no I go from in the second round enti kuma se de say da o kan no aya rewo ni tese en sama supporters ni kan no mimi a eni anya pa e ku party Anthony Kosenra for the first time in a year about 3 years Matese Asante Kotoko supporters a pair biomano kase coach Ogumasa but coach David Okloa. It seems the technical team they do not really have the antidote to what is happening to Kotoko. One thing is Mutala Kotoko team make us say problem to me the Ankamaka Sanka was Panatogu Mebayan comfort a human into one. The reason why I'm being Americans and say Osha was Panatogu coach team now or coachina. Acquire one players will be all problems. Yamu no. Why you be more or less a politician coach? Okay, Kaya or the two just say we play now for a Kotoko for 2 or 3 years and now than a politician. And make us also you be a ban is there or you are your politician or your politician. Because on the players no one problems for honor some mom one thing player like Dalal Ibrahim only no problem the card the last time I friend me the two just say Dalal Ibrahim decided say so why the boni bia on country no pana chonanka on fan the boni in chance be ya will bring opportunity other going to be because on tears here say all man in the boni be into all the two name there because when I say anka be bia fan no and to me no is there only players no problem they do all pa and same one ma enye ni nyina na ba bonten only players no problem did me the anka me pesa anka coach because when I do ofru ono ma be boa ma Kotoko team no nyama and me say woni say o hwe nani aponza nkrofo na omo support nani aponza on na nani aponza ewo Kotoko team na no yesiwo na coach because na say egu na o coach no sa ta ma ni nya problem no nani aponza support me so e Argentina because no ya course we say dem no and America no enwe me be na me timi de sani o mo be o hwe ntema na support me bi kana e bi ga nyame na tia le ka ana wo ni na nya aponza ya adwuma ana wo na nya aponza ti ana wo kan se mo ni pa no ana na konto kwa nyame na tia ka ya na wo ye bi tia na nya aponza no ana me se hu ju sa so ba wo no ntema support me bi ka no enti me hu ni se ebe ya nka prosperity ogun onye adwuma no panto worum because problem me do when you are to ma anja ebe ya ni mgwa se kesi e di ama no and ebe ya the worst ever coach wa be coach e Kotoko team Mutala bi sam ya me tumi meka se prosperity ogun one ebe ya offer adwuma no two problems now only players no no enti na ma performance no enko e Kotoko team no.
Yes, IMC ever trust ya meeting na no krabi wom first of all meeting me be koso sa.
Yeah, Mutala manyane entia maternity meeting e koso. Obeka ya the last time I did meeting ko no. Me di do just say o mama na 3 matches. The 3 matches ni went me ending gudima o me pamo no. And 3 matches no obo mu mienu. baako obo draw ana no lose here the next game no against Dreams edu mi jam ya no pe meeting ebeko so between IMT no ana coach for Spanish edu mi jam ya na intia matide na mi adma na no pay around 11 going no meeting ebeko so quarter
now there seems to be a conflict of interest. Ebi bisa said that's Prosper that Teogu ya IMC no and IMC never hwede nim abeka se won kwa na fi se na no ada ye so grant interview bi o ka se otumfo nka se otekokko so na di adwuma no ehye ne nsa enti no ebim se asa akoma ne trima ye ne de kakra
yeah and okura Mutala atema wakana na atema me beka na wakana because supporters in the village omo ntia se adena as a coach na mo sare na ka IMC no omu ni se Ghana nkoa ohu babia omu sade wo babia Ghana nkoa na omu sade we omu ni the reason why here head coach na omu sade we aka IMC no anu na ama as a coach Prosper Togu why supported me ese why ahomwaso ebi pra se ohun fi woni mu e wutie voice na me de ma ho na ebi ti ohun fi woni mu ta ohun fi no e woni mu no ana ama kotoko performance na kofem after so ya ahomwaso ne do wanja ahomwaso ne ye dia ene na nimegu aseda enti supporters ne so mo ntia de as a coach no more na ka IMT no awodi na ka IMT no ede na kire se oya ade anya ubetimi aka eya ade na onye no ede na kire enti bebre eblemu Mr. Akwasiapia se obi ayama waduma oye technical director wo ka IMT no we je aduma no ewo Sudan coach supporters ni bi so concern no so munim the reason why ntia omo de aduma ma Mr. Akwasiapia they were just man was or Sudan or coach. After so, what for coach? Why your head coach? What that not I am doing? I bet you know, ya didn't know, you can't be here. Oh, dear, it be so be a by Mr. Akwasiapia. The Wakasa coach was here is the idea of a canal. And the idea is a young way so much in Pia one thing. That the Portuguese in Germany, and then you may be an Apia one thing because of that, Eura or 2-4 and a judge manama was one to you know, and then Jimmy bring out it, then some day a book of Mutala.
And some Kotoko, but on our open team, on our Oko camp, on our the Echo. What do you think would be the way out for Asante Kotoko? Because Kuku, I think against Heart of Lions in the second round. I was like, oh, we became Kotoko pick up. See, about 7 matches, and they've still not been able to pick up. And to wow, the way forward for Asante Kotoko, ne pana womunye.
The way forward for Asante Kotoko, Mutala, maybe to me, and I'm the one, coach for Togu, original, if the on resign. Nakuma na one a bathroom, so any idea won't because Obekaya Tama and or your coach, you know. Chia is a problem, Crema, at the Regina of Fuko to continue. As our son also did into the door. They said, or who said that be, and then a force after one Regina, then maybe a bear our Masono, or Manembra from Nanka own TA in terms of the because. So when they have been focusing on, I bet to be far, and yeah, dear name of the Koye. And after so, Osha, I am now, but now, Basuna, you dear, Uncle Omini in Fuso, now on your coaching go for don't want, say the Beya, obey more concentration, I training boys, no, not for your audio coaching in mind, and I'm more performance, now cost nothing, so performance, no, 18 years, you may be able to help the Samia, as my can be way forward, me say, Uncle one, a Beya, Prosper Togu. On resign, Nankan Waken Ebano. Oh, the on resign of 2. I must show that one to know. On my number from Abia Kotoko supporters, no, Abia, a family, a demon and yard in Sanekase, which was for Natogum or Yamaso. Said how can similar bank, Timo, or put a dear with and Prosper Natogum. Maroon and Lifestyle Kakra, and Tramakaso will go Yamaso, and the off our Masono one, a man from. Na ombra no wase na wontie jampepo na kan se de ya onu ti betimi aboa na odo a supporters na wo de ma no the first thing oba ye our man is our donor supporter, with me big legend. Or matter the town of Corona Salman or 7 years of a conquering. The one resign now, of course, now, my son, Kosovo. Mutala abe to this chair, but when it will be more successful in the second coming of Kotoko.
More successful on the second coming, Kotoko. But they say, oh, your pong game say, I'm who's on it. Chitayo for be a casa, but Mitio Casema, the Ameno you feel it will be best if Prosper Natogum and a Kotokoton Quatano Mumpai.
Yes, that I mean, because you know, Abro supported Mr. N. The reason why I'm make us say a Beyanka Prosper Natogum, only a Juman into an uncle, because of 1 year about 1 I want to because. Me who is there, our masono, and Yadia, old guy, Ejaotina. Even the years and top of the piano, only a contokwa. When it comes to say, your boat game away, now you interview, which will be me to enemy, I hear Mr. Natality. From now, I'm going to tell the question be, Emma the Buffy. So it's less than top of Apacasano, only a contokwa, and yet, in Penfone, any place, no one or no more, any issue. Even less than top of the piano, only a issue. Anything I may say, no, of late. If you got to go games, one interview because of what can't tell me, and my Samuel Kayano, a Pascaya. It's who is there, a Samuel Kayana, a Pascayano. Or by every day in the man, yes, you will be cut it. It's the idea of the other interview, of a man I tell you about the interview. You must make an enemy, Yayo, it's not because the and always die, so always there be always die in the yard, and the man I come and from. Now my son so emra from na onko titi no na so ma akumane ba from na titi no o mane ba from na kotoko supporters no amu ba support no ama wanta successful say the first thing you buy you know yes successful no but say wa mbe no wa no ko so ama no so bia Mutala the next one say but when it do the second company abeya jama no enya dia na ni ba di okotoko ti mi ni umi chamia asema me ka to ano no.
And the other say, I don't probably so boy muchemo na Joada. Me sure say by that time they na meeting no akoswe na the PM wo bia no Joada ebe fro now the end so atwa mai.
Kwa kama Mutala said ya kan no nyame adema Monday no eyi satam na meeting na omusia yo moye no na entema mu dituga ni nyina aba betuga na medini nyina ma mo said be ya mo so mo ya ko ko
okay, and the Pumaye and the trade come on, no, correspondent, your commentator, or what a Kumase, and all the dear air coso, or Kotoka camp, Mina, at all, at Yamae.
It's back again. This is our own. Let's cherish our own. Ghana Premier League is back again. This is our own. Let's cherish our own. Women's Premier League is back again. This is our own. Let's cherish our own. Ghana Premier League is back again. I say this is our own. Let's cherish our own. Division 1 League is back again. This is our own. Let's cherish our own. Ghana Premier League is back again. This is our own. Let's cherish our own. Women's Premier League is back again. This is our own. Let's cherish our own. Ghana Premier League is back again. I say this is our own. Let's cherish our own.
The Ghana Premier League match day 26 fixtures. Everybody saying their own some tier. Heart of Folk and Karela at the Bepem. So Adriana would also come up against Heart of Lions. Bechem United and Real Tamale United the Bepem. So Dreams FC will take on Asante Kotoko. Mediama and Sonny Legon Cities. Nations FC against Bofokwa Tano. Then there is that game between Swataman and a Great Olympics. Samatex and Brekum Chelsea, Accra Lions. Baby any Gold Stars. Table no say NET. Samatex they ready kind 46. Nations FC are second 43. Adriana are third 39. Brekum Chelsea fourth 38. And Swataman are fifth 37. Mediama etoso said 36. Accra Lions etoso 7th with 36. Bechem United etoso 8th with a 35. Baby any Gold Stars etoso 9th 35. Asante Kotoko 10th 33. Heart of Folk 11th 32. Great Olympics are 12th 32. Legon Cities are 13th 32 points. Karela 14th 30 points. But for Aqua, Abetosu 15, 29. Dreams FC are Akoto relegation zone in 16th with 29 points, but they have 2 games in hand. Heart of Lions at Tosu 17, 25. Real Tamale United Omotosu 18th with 25 points.
Let's cherish our own. Ghana Premier League is back again. I say this is our own. Let's cherish our own. Division 1 League is back again. This is our own. Let's cherish our own. Ghana Premier League is back again. This is our own. Let's cherish our own. Women's Premier League is back again. This is our own. Let's cherish our own. Ghana Premier League is back again. I say this is our own. Let's cherish our own. Division 1 League is back again. This is our own. Let's cherish our own. Ghana Premier League is back again. This is our own. Let's cherish our own. Women's Premier League is back again.
Ghana Premier League, Ghana Premier League, Ghana Premier League. What is happening to Kumasi Asante Kotoko? Accra to Folk and so I got 3 games without a win. And to celebrate so near a Heart of Folk legend, a Ghana football legend, Atchim Komo. He knows how to folk inside out because Wabobida and he was part of the successful Heart of Folk Eresa Womanya James Nano and Atchim Komo. Mr. Nano, I don't pay that as a Wajipidi and Atchim Komo Max 89.7 FM.
Oh, me chair so
okay. Now, first of all, me sure say we retire what if you still been watching Heart of Folk, you still been following your club. Let's narrow it down to time Omuji League under Coach Samuel Bodu. Now Heart of Folk across several years our Omuji League not under Samuel Bodu. Bien say they were going to keep up that momentum, but Heart of Folk drop here. And since then, it has been one trouble over the other. Oshe, I had to focus structurally and Kasano. Do you think there is something wrong with the club?
Oh, first of all, which me I said, Tama coach, some of the one. We shall coach Muna Geniano. Oshe the year, the Obi prepare team. Oh, I want to prepare team. Mom, we fire and they can say, "Hey, now, obey them, on the chasso." Because we should have need one, we should be out of the bed team now. We should be trading to not yet in part. So say, fine, go to the head and ever chasso. But we be there, I'm over bed about the chasso. I could be. Oh, you see, I play some fast and legend and say, hey, they are ready. After four calls, we call a Champions League, and we will be at a Confederation Cup, and we will be at. You say, they are now almost starting some of the league there, very consistent, as a fool. At chasso, but how do you say no? I never end Uncle Ye Amon.
Since then, it has been one coach over the other. Papich, Munina, Beninemu, and Abodumu time. Martino Scoopman, Eba, Nansemu, new coach about Abubakar Tarobayano was 30 years, but also as a Sisi we in a 9 F regards. So, Heart of Folk Abo 3 games at Waswa, Omuni Kunimba Kokra.
Yeah, Mrs. We coach in the by no, in so many new coaching idea. At least the first match in the year, and possible. Once a new coaching idea, the back staff also which made it, which we bought. Oh, because we shall know one Germany. I don't know, say just a Ghana or
Burkina, but Ghana paying.
Okay. But at least the back staff mentioned one. Yeah, I know they're not good tonight. Oh, they should come together. But we had the minister, so we have to have to say, we go there, which may I don't know the way I can. But I won't back there. Every time there will be a problem because if you are there, houseless, when we ain't piano, your mom, almost salary, almost pay, almost bonus, not in a back consistent, not here, and see any problem. What I say, coach, you look of it now, we should coach me now, but you're more prepared. What I say, but when they go to the partners now, and you're coaching now, let's say, you see, at least also, coach, not so. Eventually, we also will also see what you know the other. Now, the coaches in the almost young with the but technical team, they are no one in the or the conversation to the
I'm a physical problem, but out of folk, in terms of infrastructure, a lot has changed. They say more time now, maybe I'm a training crana, a problem, and then I'm white, and you didn't have your own training ground, and they took away after the majority shareholder were constructed problem. They say how to folk players no more baby omoda almost sorry ya training pitch ne be omo ye no masamba. How do you find that aspect of development with regards to how to folk?
Yeah, said the Okano, who share your time no. The brave part because your time you know our center. Apart from your Kakobo Champions League, you have a transport stadium. Sometimes can you be put in your transport stadium. Sometimes our center one in 18 war. You need to work on our center, look at this one and you you call Saturday men's school. If you are there, Oblugo, you are playing training war, you go and hear them, and we see. But see, there, as players in there, they should focus. I'm telling you, they should focus seriously. Because if you don't win now, and now they are told to. The issue say, has players, if you're Moka, I don't know, maybe minimum, minimum camp, we say, if you're Moka now, sir. But I mean, said, if you are a cost of a moment, what you say. And so, some moment who say, tomorrow we are here. And you know, tomorrow, what part of the wedding, or so, yeah. So, some classes, they need to sit down and talk to themselves. What I say, I won't be someone said, they echo. Because they say, hey, I'm a mutia. I'm going to be a winning match. I don't know. Oh, excuse me, if you are Kotokobelusu, you say, has been winning. Now, has been winning. Has been winning, no, Kotokobelusu. No, and said, I'm going more. Well, by your time, you are coming to money power.
Okay, all right.
And no idea, no, yes, we had in Nama, at least you do be at least no, yes, we had there. Oh, as much you, Caspitan, as much you, but blaster, or then, or say, what I said. Yeah, because we himself who has, now will be a Kosua. That's not in blaster, then to win Casamon on the floor. Because we are playing good.
Now, minimum has a Lusu match a year, woman, a dear mano. Some of the fans, I say, they are not angry because Hearts of Oak had lost the game. But the fact that after game, no one say players they be stressed and shaking hands. Now, I don't got a problem.
As a player, they lose much there. What else you? As a player, they lose much. Then ourselves. And what else? Because we lose much. Then ourselves. No, and yes, sir. And first, and count with Mano. You need to depend.
So because life goes on after a defeat, you can't dwell on it.
Dabi. I want to say, still, if your life goes on, but football no, and tisa, because we are not doing now. We are there. No, but we are sure. We are say boy, see, boy, what you say? Until born there. Let's show them say, and no, we are strong to say on the ball. Until strong. Anytime they are born there, life in there is about determination, focus, and then seriousness. Without we need a begging to crack. Oh, you strong. Yes, they should be. I say almost touch. One kasa. Almost be someone say if you are fine, then they are close to. Yeah, they also say my but so my there. They move on. If we saw the Diana and if we saw the baby, among someone says no one sexual. Oh, no one should be wait for the bed. But yeah, the ball.
Now, what's your team now? What is the future of the team?
Oh, well, I'm future there. Future home, but almost someone a year. Almost someone a year. A bit warm from the top to down. Almost someone a year. A bit warm.
Okay, Mr. Nano, I'll pay the Asisoni to train Koboha.
Thank you very much. That's
it's way a former Heart of Folk goalkeeper legend James Nano. Josiah, for Mufaka Kaka, so now you pick a course.
Fixtures now,
intimate fixtures. There is an issue. What is wrong with Kotoko?
Mutala, you see, everyone is struggling to come up with.
I haven't done it statistically. I was just going through my mind the number of games, recalling the number of games Kotoko have lost at the Baba Sports Stadium.
Three on a bounce.
Yes,
they lost 3 on a bounce. First
Dreams were shown.
Dreams and the first half no. Dreams they were shown. Dreams, I think yes, were the only team to have won over there in the first round.
Okay.
But second round we games of Mabo they've lost.
games bang.
Okay, they won against Gold Stars. Yeah. Aside Gold Stars, 3 games on my board.
They lost against Accra Lions.
They lost against Lions.
They lost against
Team Benson they've lost 3 on a bounce at home. Nations
Shomo.
And then Swatchman so Akoshe So Mutala, you see Kotoko issue.
Why is it that nobody is?
No, say
nobody has access to.
No, you spoken to
Kotoko issue.
We spoke to this Tuesday. We had Nidako, who is also the head of the supporters, and also Ibisa said, what does he think is wrong with Kotoko? He couldn't see his answer wasn't definite. Say a way and a Kotoko, and I say and a Kotoko. Andy Pumaye is a correspondent and also a commentator when it comes to the Ghana Premier League on Max 89.7. And also is quite closer to the club. And you ask him, say, what does he think is wrong with Master Asante Kotoko? And he also says it's very difficult for him to pinpoint what is actually wrong with the team. But if you should ask even Prosper Nateogum, who is the head coach of the team, say, or what is wrong with Kotoko, I'm not sure say he'll be able to pinpoint something accurately, say this is what is wrong with Kotoko. So no one actually knows what is wrong with the club. But you see, it's all about trying to work on the areas that you think that need improvement. That's the first thing. Because once you are not able to pinpoint accurately, say Hanum and issue ni FIBA, then why don't you try and make some progress in areas that you think that needs that. Now there's an emergency meeting that is coming on. No one knows what will transpire in that meeting. Obi and him see what that meeting. Is it about time the board or the IMC feels they have to do away with the club, with the head coach, or it's about time they redefine the role of head coach Prosper Nateogum? It's just 2 things. Are they trying to say no? Oh yeah, for us to be at home and we lose 3 consecutive games at home. Babaya, when we felt is a fortress. They say last 3 games at Kotoko, they've lost. On the last 5 games, the only game on which Minya draw was that draw at Bichim. And in that game, they were even the second best. So are they thinking of just parting ways with Prosper Nateogum? Is that the reason why that meeting will be going on? Or Anshani Abekache Prosper Nateogum says, see, we want you to concentrate on your job as a head coach. Inti IMC Jumano, you with management, that's all. Because at this point, Mutala, no one knows what's wrong with the club. No one can tell me that Kotoko do not have quality players. It's not true. Kotoko have got quality players. Will you say that Nations FC have got quality players than Kotoko? And on players of more than Kotoko. Players no. Will you tell me that Samatex players then in more bossing Kotoko players no? Because even Samatex's best player this season was a Kotoko reject. So you can't tell me say players no. Yes, maybe the players are also not taking responsibility. Maybe they are not pulling their weight. Maybe they are not playing above their best. We understand. It's America say, since it's so difficult for you to tell where the issue is coming from, since it's becoming very, very obscure, the genesis or where this issue is emanating from, then Mutala, baby, area you think that you can tweak and improve, that is what Kotoko will have to do. And I believe it will start from the technical direction. Because the head coach is the one who masterminds everything. The head coach is in charge of everything. I've only felt the vibe and that buzz around the club now has been negative for some time now. Especially with the kind of interviews our head coach now granted. Now no one even hears the head coach speak. Anytime Kotoko loses, it's a clue we hear speak. You won't speak when the game is when the team has lost a game, but you can grant an interview on any radio station and talk. No. I think it's the direction. They need a sound direction. This is the time for the team to come together, because what is happening to Kotoko is sad. I've said it. Teams don't matter Kotoko do not have better players than Kotoko. It is not true. They do not have better players than Kotoko. Mutala. They just need to put their house in order, because there is chaos within the club, and it should start from the head coach. He should know what he's there for. Because I've heard certain statements that were making. I wasn't really a fan of it. I didn't love those statements. But then we all spoke about the second coming, and we thought it was going to be a blessing, because he's been there. He set standards for himself. Kotoko have got some wonderful players. They have quality players. And I know goalkeeper and Fred Blasters. And I know player and call AFCON. So if they do not have quality players, why would their goalkeeper be called to the Blasters camp? And why would their player make the list for AFCON? They have quality players. But let me quickly go through weekend games Basso in the Ghana Premier League. Because maybe Bruno, I think it's the business end of the season. With 9 games.
Yeah.
9 more games to go. Hearts of Oak. You see, James Dano was also struggling to find what are the huge clubs in the country. Anything so which we are pinpointing the way they have one as a way they home. It's always difficult. They had to lose their last 3 games on the bounce. You lose to Samatex, you lose to Gold Stars at home, you go to Mediama and you lose again. Kotoko Diesu on the last 3 home games, winless in their last 5. Then you have teams like Nations SC, you have teams like Samatex winning on a regular basis and pulling away from these clubs. It doesn't look good for both Hearts and Kotoko. Fortunately for Hearts of Oak, they'll be at home to Karela. First leg, now I quite remember it was a 1-1 draw, where it was Richmond Ayi saved the penalty in that game. Hearts of Oak will have to win at all costs. The fans are in love with Ouattara. It makes sense. But they will have to win to ease off the pressure. Kotoko will also be traveling to the... Maybe Kotoko will have to postpone that win. If they have any win in the league, maybe this wouldn't be the right time. Because going to the... And you share dreams, and so that's why the fact that they have games to play. 2 outstanding games though. And then they went to Brekum and lost. So there's also pressure on them because they have to pull away from the drop zone. And when you are going into a crunch fixture against Zamalek, Zamalek will be looking at the league table to see how good you've been domestically. Zamalek will be looking at the table to see how you are faring domestically. You get it? So with Hearts and Kotoko, it's a very huge weekend ahead of them. It's a huge weekend ahead of them. And they will all have to win. Hearts will have to grind point. They have to grind the results now. This is the time they need to start. Because usually football isn't always about the nice football we see people play or the teams play. Results nenso kaho. This week you have Nations playing Bofakwa at home. You have Samatex also playing Brekum Chelsea. This is what we want when we talk about the title race.
Now, Josiah, Bacho, Jina Suma Mikaka na breaking be Abba. O say any and the Puma ye Chitrim Komoka say Kumasa Sante Kotko IMC no Ebetanase. Na you see the latest update every yes Samiti Nasia Banti Yesako and you will be Annie. Where dear Yasamba Hobium na Sesiana Otu and class Bibi Ababe boom, Ariana Ababe boom from Kotoko IMC meeting no.
Yeah, no Mutala, we say we did just say Kotoko IMC no and Coach Prosperity Ugum ACI meeting and I say meeting na because media actually any information be able to get the mama swat answer my point bono che ni sata any information be na but the mama na me ad my band no much media to get latest breaking up and say I am to know need to know more no amo someone team me because amo ma Coach Prosperity $40,000 a month after some man $5,000 allowance. And almost Tinyama Biasi said Niama Enkoye, the performance in FM. And Mediterranean man is very much where they can be a cabak and nobody else in there. I may have my weekend, you only dream to game now. They went to one on one day and do cinema. And then Ujubu Babai, on the Pamono, on the best time in Kukurin Kaka, if you go to continue now, which for about the Chitimindi, Gia latest Abba Masaya, Medi Amamon, and see, Amadi Akopos when I told when he said, Yamia the moment dream game, so when Tinending couldn't be ended. And then on the being up and I said on the Pamonana, put for after.
Hey, Eti, oh, come on, Metia. Kotoko dreams game or Bobo Ayakwasiadano. Yes, it's a Kotoko Din Kukua. Prosper Nati Ogum. One fan Jumanto.
Yeah, meet na Ecosono and Tia Abanono. Almost someone Tia Mabiate. And she said, Yamia Dama, how many dreams no game no to super and yet. On fan Jumanto, Manyadi of Victimato as municipality, Mutala Yakubu, the Ecoso meeting at Inti. Meeting in the Egusia Coso, the better from Liano. Nabo Mahoma Dija Masobati, and Sanama Point Bono, Yamisaka News Binamapua, they make sure them in Bamamo, Yamia, my dad Wadano. Now they will be a no meeting against the Genomotu to what to support it.
Hey, ready and wire today, and yet I say, so the update we buy, yet I say,
Mutala.
And for my, and yes, I'm a first one at Yogum 3 games, or Boom 2, and Tiasikwasiada, Odin Kukua against a dreams are on Funny Jumanto. That is what has come out of the IMC. Then I do ready over 6 minutes pay.
But my idea to even keep him till now, or my idea. Me feel say in a big club like Kotoko, you lose 3 games to Asope, you shouldn't continue as a head coach. It happens a lot of clubs. You lose 3 big games at Yaso. Tell me about fine. And me feel say to even hold on to Prosper to Ogum so now. Bobo Kuna idea. The recent results and what has happened in the second round, no. Ogum in this episode of Chiasabu in Madiama Santokotoko. But I'm afraid say, yeah, you should do self game, no, because or training they will train this evening and they will do early morning training or turn up at 8 a.m. Omoya start training, they will go rest for 3 hours. They will leave Kumasi at 1 p.m. By 5-6 o'clock p.m. they are in Accra just to prepare for the Sunday game. And now my phone say, what's the coach in that? Why not? And they can say, "Man, I be fatim na ko do." Ochina na so na moba. So me sure that they can want to know me meeting and they feel like Uncle training team no me on final training na pa before they move in the afternoon. And yes, I dey anka me dey menim obobo ku no dey matete ne dey. Ogumegungo hia sen ko betia so. But the mo feel say we man am kakra. Especially time need them they go weekend game no, maybe after weekend we no yambo midweek and the following weekend no and say na boy need their coach be ba obey you the full week no put the team in shape for the rest of the games. Say 8 games na kano with match so I about the amount to go a balance also you need someone within obia on your fan because they know everything within the club. Me I'm one so that so but maybe a club no timing of the game no maybe I'm papa no and who you dwumedi and the boy Asante Kotoko. So let's see what will happen after this weekend game on Monday. Dream sensible. You don't play at home, you lose so at the mind home and yet for club no and see among come on kaka players nagas so and so some responsibility no mfendi juma fama Kotoko. You need to understand say you are playing for Asante Kotoko. And start with the two Kotoko bobo ko na owo sika ede ma wo baby a wote benefits awunya expose awunya. Most of these clubs in this country you will not get it. Baby abenya aya Asante Kotoko. And to no opportunity now start Asante Kotoko this na. Ombo as ordinary player. We you hoop here now what dance. And players nangasa and taking up some responsibility to be within the club. Dan lad ma wa homene so. You are not quoting say na obo on so atra ka Kotoko ankofo wamba. And now to me was clearly Nicholas Osebo should left back or holding you. Justice Blay or turning the whole quarantine. No did I who the first round, and yet the same no did Mohammed the year who the second round. Is it the case who agents and who interact? At Trauma Santo so when your club was trading into your Mundial Kamako clubs look at us what's 3 years contract, so we better what? Mama metal out of contract and don't know who man a question that saying. Fine, in you saw Sheriff, Lamte, Chedamana, a lot of players paper. But still, once I most of the say I can't mass and to Kotokono. Except we who PSC I can ye. And I think that players no and take care of some responsibilities be. Mukwala. Say Nankaoba. Kakotokwa for Uganda and mouth $2,000 a month. Oh, Krumha. So players in taking up responsibilities, Kaka. Babaya, performance not to call. Pitaminu Aqua and yet the same. So it tells you say, Kotoko club Nangana players Nangasan individually, no. Maybe they don't like the coach. But they are looking at the right time on major coach, the Quano Mangatam or Mahaman, and get this idea. Mutala. Performance na me hu Asante Kotoko and then they did in recent times no and so any quick one has to come back to winning ways and that's na all that class for so tell number osna win number 1 cry pressure ba start about Abubakar Wata so the honeymoon days no eya over. Papa the honeymoon days no a year over. Weekend we win and back. A back turning from nice football to pressure on Abubakar Watara. Supporters need to win this particular weekend. So let's see how the game will go tomorrow. Asante Kotoko Dreams and map for Dreams and use our game as a preparatory grounds to play the Zamalek game. In the most of the game, very serious. I don't see them winning. They move that call.
It's the idea the best city I can hear the meter for. Yeah, you remember my for 522.
Premier League is back again. This is our home. Let's cherish our home. Women's Premier.
It's I call our man senior for your first caller. Hello, good morning. Would you baby I free?
Morning, Mutala Yakubu and out of pay. We are my Jeff Francis to the show, man.
Yeah, quite Jeff.
I'm more about to an out of penny as you must soon Obama Ghana sports. Namitia, one Kasana Mitia, Nanedu or boy, Juma Papa, and I desire. Oh, Mutala, the American is all said Nanedu Kayan. Yes, and one coach in the comment, no, I don't mean you say, no, punish coach, you know what is here. Because that player, Siana, first land or move on, so comment, you know, that players, you know, watching the other politicians, you know, so what is here. All of us are punishing because when Tiasia take out first round or one elbow team, yeah, Boban is as it is, I dear Gukura, and she if you have actually players, you know, almost more DB. Now, only the fine. What has you got? Ask me what of one. You say, you get one woman, you have best room. Almost they know Diana and Kuyina, football and calling, but that's a name, my power, any opportunity. Bye.
Yes, yeah, that's also fair now. So, watch your audio and Samaya Brubu Sunina. Hello, good morning, Udini, baby, I can free.
Uncle Danny, Kama Committee 1.
Uncle Yangue.
Me, in fact, this year, I did to be and why. Yamamu accommodation, any facilities. You try to carry it, half to put bless, no problem by anything. Anything, because this is what the course is doing through because yet. Oh, in the place, one Minnesota, the next match against Erica Yakubu. That's almost forced me to win. You really have a bit of in your place, and it will perform better. Into very sharp for good luck.
Okay, yes, so yeah, that's it. 0201825252. Hello, good morning, Odini baby Akase free.
Good morning, Mutala. I'm Daniel. That's the first light.
Daniel.
But I boom about the need my palm with your mind. If you have a sport needed and 180. Now, me feel I'm walk to one day. This year, coaching on one way and this year players and I one up because only players and in your fine. Look at such a bad. I can't now go now on my own metal. Now, go better than a person in the bobo no more doing with my mom. If you want man now, my man is there on a dream where we near on the family. Me, I saw players in the crowd and my family. Some at the near day beat me. Players in the man lose no more family, no coach who probably send a bear on me and DJ the other because the coach we are home, so now near Casafania. The bear there any match amount. Mr. Kakam work on.
Okay, yes, so yeah, that's 0201825252 0550055522. And on the line, you did Juma. Hello, good morning, Udini baby Akase free.
Hello, good morning, we did James Akase free.
Yeah, great boss.
And the meet and there and the baby and say, you see, Yabo boy, when you call Kumasi, you ain't playing that, my woman pump a Ogun. We friends of Ogun there, and ya dear Bamaka. Ogun will be receiving kama. So we are some one penna, and the Bamamukan, Bandi pa, the sea bed chance of one Ogun, and we could be a minimum debt no china. And the Americans say young callers, more and 12 one, most work at home. And I got up on the house, it's a to me do a day and team the air perform because what's out to you? Women are winning at the moon this castle or more. The encounter wants them or so got up on the house. Now, a topic of the day, meaning say, because you're offering us, means as a volcano in a semi country, Sugar. He may cream star big crab, no, since you're time a baby. One more, who pairs and what on, who top pairs, Papa, a year drink of has, Jesse, in a show. But there's a wobble born there. One more move bones at a man, when you while you're the same as when it's a woman, or bishop. It's my in the cast. I say, well, we no, you didn't ask. I didn't want yard. What I just kind of want you, Mamma, I think to a big crab, but more than one day, we'll be in the restaurant. It's me, and she come out to lose. Yeah, Mummy in the cast almost go almost better than a premier. That's it.
Yes, yeah, that's 0201825252 0550055522. Hello, good morning, Odini baby Akase free.
Good morning, Mutala.
Yes, boss.
Did you miss it? I can't know.
Yeah, go you.
Mutala, but because on there, you now, I only borrow and the poor man who come out to me. Yeah, from a brand of in this manner.
Debut.
I will not in this play the fan. And the more you say, I'm sure they are not. Now, Andy. Is it $4,000 and $40,000?
But
we put out $4,000 and $40,000.
What I know is $4,000.
I only put not $40,000.
$4,000. Debbie. Now, Ligan and Casacraudia send now, you was what Yamako $40,000.
One country of the place with it. The coach I can. Why do you coach Nabula? Why will you? All the players almost sitting there, Liverpool, all your open. So, if you when you're 20 years, 19 years boy, 18 years boy, now you have to about the coach and see who no more. Coaching all in a one when we need to but what Papa, what my coaches in there? It's also you will be able to about the top. System Ghana, and Ghana, and away. There is so much 200,000 pounds a week. How many will and the Mogan I work my way and don't forget to put. Yeah, there is no more at it. What it was the last time I play the best man of the match. We league every Kumasi away team man of the match. Away Ukoza man of the match. And I wonder if now what branch individual president an individual winner be in Ukuno. Ata, on time of crunch order is time said because future nature of Kumasi also very hard. No future so in here. Ube more brains and then also get a Kukwata. And over time Sagana here like four boys again division. That was it.
Yeah, that's 0201825252 and 0550-055522. Hello, good morning. Udini baby Akasefri.
Hello, Mutala.
Yes, boss. Yes.
Sami, Nikasapira.
Sami Enkwe.
If I know clear any, and I'm a miracle. Because big things in a airflow. So you're sure, Mamma, because Mamma, much now, I live near them. Yes, I know. I say if other matches do that, other things do that. You know, they do. Yeah, we won't do because one league, you know, yet some come outside chain, other leagues, you know. It's a strong. What's an echo? We are composers now, and I'm here, medium, and I'm here, praising. I'm on number 55. In fact, we have to. I think to prepare me. Then I know this or what I said. Anytime they are on the map, the old people think, yes, what's going on? Yes, so Mamma, not much means not. Mr. Happy, the matter of America, Watara party. The much about the body we can do. Yes, friend. And yes, raising, and that could try to find some name.
Yes, yeah, that's it. Mefa call the Bayer Bakubia Kawana, Master so 0201825252. Hello, good morning. Udini baby Akasefri.
Hello.
Yes, boss. Udini baby Akasefri.
Mutala, I'm planning.
My game going.
Who's a born a year born a Kaduna or your player or your coach be or how player. Any Holland position or Bono, Kaduna or Lenny. Also, all future defenders. I'm a Gundigan for the minimum opportunity to go. Entire analysis and yes, player and yes, player and ye. Player no, Holland in your player or the ball to Bakumino. Lydian is out your bottom. Or no, often what means is defenders no say go by City super and play. Look who's on a City cross the ball. One cross the ball. They are play, and two people never to anymore. Also, that said, that is Holland. The Holland adopt to that is this a man you are. You cross the ball, I bet you go to play. It's important to Holland new position. Yes, and in a house of soup here. The Koya meaning. We can be Yoko. Yes, your best yourself Koko to lose not the evening. Kotoko lose 5 matches out to us by so the house in him. Miss Has Yamaya almost a yoke in my year. You do not focus a year. A two Messi. Usha Manchester, I Chelsea, England. Was one position, you two Messi. But what person will go up? One bundle up, if he hasn't put the Ubi Bika, what about Kotoko? What about Kotoko? Hasn't put the water, baby, out to Mr. Water, baby. Kotoko, the idea in politics and in football now. But I want you to be not going to football when you do something to us.
Honey, be see it to me for course the BM and Caho and Tia that's so be your friend will be your WhatsApp message by ya king kind at the mammo Monday you better trust the hobby at the bra. Mutala Yakubu Utina Nedun County Josiah Kokoinka higher max 89.7.